Welcome to today's second week edition of the week that was in the ACC. The good, the bad, and the what the hell. We're going through week two of the 2022 ACC college football season. But before we get into that, please continue to check out my sports blog called The Clown Times. You see on my hat. So www.theclowntimes.net. Um, no spaces, no underscores, no dashes. You can also check me on Facebook, so whether you're on laptop, desktop, or mainframe, where you may be. Just type in the Clown Times, the search window. You find me there as well. Speaking of hat, please get the merch at cafepress.com. Search for the Clown Times Sports. Um, the actual link will be in the description underneath this video, which is gets upload to YouTube, so you'll find it there as well. And last but not least, please consider to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Even if you don't like anything we have to say, just comment anyway. It'll help the algorithms. And trust me, you'll be glad you did, and I'll be glad you did. So anyway, let's get in with the good, the bad, and the what the hell in the ACC right quick. So we'll start with the good as always. Um, Look, I know that some people may denigrate the level of competition when it comes to these two games or bring up, but a road win is a road win, especially if it comes at the expense of another Power Five team. So first of all, this brings us to Wake Forest and Vanderbilt. The return of Sam Hartman is great. Glad to see this young man back from a blood clot. Hope that he stays well the rest of the way. He led the way with 300 yards passing, 4 touchdown passes. Not bad. And also A.T. Perry, he had like 5 receptions for 142 yards and a touchdown as Wake Forest beat Vanderbilt 45-25 in Nashville, Tennessee. And the one more thing that was pretty impressive about that was Wake Forest defense. Again, Vanderbilt is not a world beater. This is the same Vanderbilt team that hung up 60 points on Hawaii at Hawaii. And again, that's not a world beater too, but you gotta just call it as you see it, right? Wake Forest held Vanderbilt to 294 yards. Again, that's pretty damn impressive. Of a road win, turned them over 3 times. Um, so it was just a great win for Wake Forest. And you know what? I think they play. I think Wake Forest plays Clemson either next week or the week after. I'm not too sure, but anyway, the point is, well, actually, they play Liberty this coming Saturday, followed by Clemson the Saturday after that. But hey, look out for these Wake Forest demons because these guys are good and confident. So great win for Wake Forest and welcome back Sam Hart. The other win on the road for like I guess a Power Five was Duke beating Northwestern 31-23. Um, what else can you say about this turnaround? Riley Leonard had, passed 240 yards at the touchdown and the pick in the end zone, which was pretty bad. He probably have that one back. Jordan Waters had 91 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Jalen Calhoun had 6 receptions, 108 yards. And yes, Brian Helinski went off for 435 yards for Northwestern, but that was mostly in the come from behind bit, right? But anyway, Northwestern, again, it's not world beatable. Northwestern is a solid squad in the Big Ten. And for Duke, the same Duke team that struggled last year, they come away with a nice road win at a Power Five, a Big Ten squad. So right now, pretty much for week two, the ACC so far has been 2-0 against Power Five competition. So again, great job Wake Forest, great job Duke. Duke has A&T, my beloved Aggies, this week coming up. So another easy win before I think they head to Kansas the following week. So shaping up great for the Blue Devils. They can find, if they can go 4-0 in the non-conference, they should be in great position to get 6 wins and go to a bowl. So that'd be great for his first-year head coach, Mike Elko. Now for the bad, yeah, I mean it's first of all, Illinois, like Virginia falling to Illinois the way they did, 24-3. I mean, this is the same Illinois team that Virginia curb stomped last year. And if you look at the stats right quick, Tony Elliott, it's nothing for him to be proud of. Obviously, he's got a lot, he's going to get back into the lab with the team. But Brennan Armstrong not only passed 100 for only 180 yards, but he did so on just on going for just 13 of 32, with two interceptions. Yikes! And they let Tommy DeVito, who was formerly of Syracuse, pass for 196 yards, two touchdowns, and then a pick. But this is supposed to be a game I thought that Virginia could have won. And again, considering what happened last year, the same two teams, I just think that Tony Elliott, he's going to be like, dude, really? But this could have been easily been a what the hell type of game, but this one that's even worse than that. I'll get to that in a moment. But also, Pitt losing at home to Tennessee, I thought was bad because as talented as Pitt is, yes, Pitt lost a lot of talent on the offensive side of the ball, especially, right? But the front four is still great on defense, and the front seven, I should say. But that secondary, oh my God, that's going to be their undoing. Hernan Hooker for Tennessee, Virginia Tech transfer, he passed for 325 yards and two touchdowns. And plus, I mean, speaking of offensive side of the ball, Pitt, their offensive line is starting to exceed because poor Clovis, he was running for his life the whole game, well, the whole first half before he got hurt, and his backup had to come in because he got hammered around by that same poor offensive line, Kid Slovis, I should say. So again, this is early for Pitt. There's no need to panic just yet. To get a revenge game, possible like a revenge game at Western Michigan this coming Saturday. But Pitt, you have one job, bro. You had to beat another SEC team because we were having our way against SEC squads. I mean, Florida State beat LSU last week, and if we just had a shot to really put the screws into the SEC, but can't win them all, I guess. So again, it's not Pitt's best hour defensively. Doozy the same as well, but Coach Pat knows Doozy that is, but we'll see, man. But as told this one because I was hoping the ACC would put further screws inside the SEC. But speaking of bad play, let's get to the what the hell side. I mentioned Virginia and losing big at Illinois earlier, but at least that was a road game with a first-year head coach at the helm. But Boston College. I mean, I expected these guys to be not only be a bowl squad, I had them winning 7 games. And it looks like those 7 games are going to be very, very hard to come by because the way they lost to Virginia Tech, they lost 27-10. But anyone who watched the game realized that the game was more lopsided than the score, if you can believe that. I mean, it's just like they only gained 155 yards the entire game. And the quarterback Phil Djokovic looked bad, going 15 for 28 for just 135 yards, a touchdown to pick. He's getting battered around all night. Zay Flowers, he was thinking, why didn't I go elsewhere? Why did I come back here? But he had 79 yards and 4 receptions. But I mean, still, it was just bad. And if you had the winner for that, the head coach, Jeff Hafley, I think his name is. I like him. I think he's still good for this team. I mean, who the hell else you're going to get to coach Boston College, right? But it's not looking good for him at all. It's not looking good. And, he had the injuries last year, the starting quarterback and company. He had the COVID year the year before, but you can't go out with a dud against Virginia Tech like this, as a conference rival, especially coming off the week they had against Rutgers, where they just blew a lead and lost to a Big Ten team who I thought was going to be, who I think is going to still think is going to be no better than mediocre. Maybe 5-6 wins at tops. That's not good, Boston College. So Hafley got some work to do. Student body, Boston College fans is hanging there, but that was ugly as loss for Boston College. And my honorable mention, before I get to my honorable mention, let's just bring up my sponsors here for BetUS.com. So listen up, sports bettors. Your favorite sports book, BetUS.com, is back for our 28th year of NFL action. With the industry's biggest sign-up bonus of up to 200%, BetUS offers our members the opportunity to cash in on all your favorite sports, including NFL, UFC, and MLB, and college football. If you're looking for live in-game betting, incredible odds with daily odds, boosters, props, and parlays, we got it. So how about also fast payouts and exceptional one-on-one customer service? We got that too. So log into betus.com, call 1-800-792-3887. That's 800-79-BET-US. Also use the promo code TKT for the Clown Times. So betus.com where the game begins. So my honorable mention in the what the hell segment, even though they're not part of our conference, from a football perspective, they still, you know, it's still Notre Dame, and that's Notre Dame. I mean, wow. You lose to Marshall at home, 26-21. I don't know. Now I'll say this: they look good, for the good that Notre Dame looked the week before in the loss to at Ohio State. This loss right here to Marshall, and keep in mind, Marshall had a pick six in this game to go up at one point 21, I think, to 15, 26-15 rather. So this is not looking good for Marcus Freeman. He lost his first three games. I know his first loss came in the bowl game, I think against Ohio State last season. But I'm worried about this brother. Now, look, we got to give this brother some time. I know he was promoted from defensive coordinator. Hell, maybe the former coach Brian Kelly bailing out on Notre Dame. Maybe he knew something that we didn't know. Maybe he knew that this team was going to be mediocre this year. But still, you got to give him time. Got to give Freeman some time. But Marcus Freeman, sir, you cannot lose to Marshall, especially not at home. And props to the Sun Belt Conference for doing the damn thing. Not only Marshall, but Appalachian State beating Texas A&M. Could have easily beaten North Carolina the previous week. But still, Notre Dame, faithful. You don't have to panic just yet. You get Cal at home. So you beat Cal, and I think you beat Carolina the following week because Carolina couldn't stop me from going up 300 yards passing. I think you guys will be in good shape, but wow, that was ugly, Notre Dame. That was freaking ugly. All right. That was cool. That was quick. So I hope you enjoyed the video. As always, please check me out on www.theclownshouse.net, the sports blog. Check me out on Facebook, as I mentioned earlier. Please see you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Tell me what you thought about this video. Last but not least, copy some merch at cafepress.com. Search as the Clown Time Sports. So until next time, till next Monday's ACC Love Fest, y'all take care. Be good. Peace out.